Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dee. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys what my rheumatoid arthritis flares feel like. So for those of you who are already familiar with my story, I have rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia. Eventually I'll be making a video on POTS because I got that last year. And I also got the opportunity to work as a nurse in rheumatology throughout most of this for a good amount of time. So yeah. Anyway, if you want to see my story specifically, I will leave a card up for you to go and watch that if you want to. But today I'm just focusing on the rheumatoid arthritis flares because rheumatoid arthritis was the first of the three conditions that we found out I had. Okay, so I have not had a flare since it is April 2021 right now. My last flare was sometime in September. Yeah, sometime in September of 2020. And I was very depressed about that for a multitude of reasons, but that is for another video. And what my flares end up looking like is I end up having a slow burn. So that's one of the ways how I can tell the difference between that and my fibro flares. My arthritis pain from a rheumatoid arthritis, it's always a slow burn. It's like a tenderness kind of thing. In a flare, a lot of times my pain is bad enough where like I cannot sleep. Like I take all these different things, like all these different sleeping pills, and the pain is so bad that it basically cancels out any effect that it would have had, which makes things worse because then you're putting more stress on your body and your body's not getting a chance to recover. And then your pain is even worse. And then it can throw in a fibro flare on top of that and make your POTS worse on top of that. And it's a mess. It's a vicious cycle. Anyway, so that's how it usually feels like. For me personally, my rheumatoid arthritis is in my hands, like both hands, the fingers here, the wrists, elbows, ankles, and we found out via an MRI they're also in my feet. So that is where I feel most of the pain at that point. What I've also found though is that from scans, my rheumatoid arthritis is more aggressive. So it will also attack muscles. It's not just going to attack the joint. So then I'll have muscle swelling. And sometimes it's just in like the foot, for example, and then I feel toe pain because there's swelling in my foot. But I will also get it like around here as well. And what it'll do is you have nerves that go all along your arm. That's how you're able to feel touch, temperatures, things like that, right? And if those muscles compress those nerves, which they obviously like they call nerve compression, it can cause nerve pain, numbness, tingling, shooting type pains, a different type of burning type pain. It's more of an electricity type of pain is what it feels like for me. Some people's nerve pain can be more of a burning type. Mine is more of an electricity type. And when we found out that was happening because I would have pain that would start like, for example, in the elbow and it would go all the way up to my fingers, or it would start up here and like it would go all the way up here, or it would go all the way up here. And like, there's nothing that I did to make it happen. It just was there. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me like laying on my arm the wrong way or anything like that. So when that happens, that is extremely painful for me. Personally, nerve pain hurts for me more than my arthritis pain. That's saying something. Another thing along with the muscle swelling is that I don't have joint stiffness anymore like I did initially. However, I do end up having struggles with trigger finger when I'm in a flare. And I already had a video already about what trigger finger is like, and that's basically like when your fingers like lock in place and it hurts, and it has to do with some like trigger points in the hand, something like that. Your rheumatologist would be able to go and tell, you know, what it is and how complicated it is. So I'll leave a card up there if you want to look that up. But My pain tended to be more on and off. At nighttime, though, when I'm in a flare, it's constant. It is a constant, severe, burning pain. And it's like all the things in the world don't really seem to help it. Rest is just what kind of keeps it from being more aggravated, just because I'm not using it as much. But that has its own risks too. If you spend too much time like not getting up and moving around, and getting the blood flowing. So it's like a catch-22. It bites. And I remember between all of these flares, because, if you guys are like me, you got more than one chronic illness, typically one flare is going to go and kind of trigger the other ones to pop up too. So a lot of times I actually didn't have just an RA flare. I did towards the beginning. But then once these other things like fibromyalgia and POTS came in, then that stuff will get triggered because it's physical stress on the body. Then it's emotional stress. And for me, like the idea of losing my independence took a toll on my mood. And so I was very depressed at the time. That's for another video though. At this point, I actually had to think about what that felt like, because for the past several months, since like January, I've been in so much of a better place. I couldn't even go and drive to the store for 10 minutes and back because I'd be that tired and I'd be that out of breath and be in that much pain. And now I'm at the point now where, I just got back from walking for an hour. I didn't think I could do that. And I'm not having any pain. My ankles are good. I'm not having fatigue. I'm not out of breath. Like, I feel great. And actually ended up losing quite a bit of weight without trying. That was a little bonus. And it really was quite a transformation for me. And I feel like I have my life back again. I felt so like unfunctional, if that's even a word. Well, it's a word now. That before it really threw me into a very deep depression. And now I'm doing so much better. And it stayed that way. So I know it's not just like a one-time fluke, and I'm excited about that. And it's because of those little changes that I made over time that really allowed me to make that transformation. And that is why I now help people who are also struggling with chronic pain with their rheumatoid arthritis and their fibromyalgia. I want you guys to feel as great as I do right now, and I want to help people get there. So if you are ready to take that step and you are ready to connect with someone who knows what it's like to go through these things, and be able to come up with a plan, figure out what is it that you really need most importantly to be able to start making those changes so you can feel functional again, take your life back, improve all of that unnecessary pain and fatigue. I want to talk to you, okay? So I'm going to leave a link in the description and in the comment section below where you can go and schedule a free consultation with me so we can brainstorm together and really figure out what it is you need and how you're going to make it happen that, in a way that works for you. And for those of you who are more interested in reading something, I have a free little guide as well. So I'm going to include a link for that, and it goes over 3 steps that you can do like right now to start improving your pain and fatigue. Like, I don't care where you're at. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much time you have. You can do this. Okay. So I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your stories, how your flares affect you, because my flares used to legitimately ruin my entire life. And I have finally gotten past that. And with that said, I hope you guys are safe and doing as well as you can, all things considered. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope to connect with you guys soon. Bye.